Hey, hello. Thank you for clicking this video. So we are in the pre-order phase of Paldea Evolved, which means that you're probably going to see this set everywhere on the internet, and I don't want to miss out. So I would really appreciate it if you, together with me, would look at the brand new Paldea Evolved set. We're going to react to the entire set, or you're going to see me react to the entire set. And yeah, we're going to look at all the illustration rares, special illustration rares, and other interesting cards. So before we're going to start, I actually noticed that a lot of you guys that are returning to the videos are actually not subscribed. And it actually pains me a little bit because I know that some of you, at least would actually like to help me out with spreading my channel all over YouTube, or at least more on YouTube than it is right now. So please, if you are a returning viewer, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. Here we have the entire set. So obviously the first thing that really comes to mind is this Pikachu. This is obviously the first time we're going to see a top 3, top 4 popular Pokemon actually being released in a Scarlet Violet set. So I did already react to this card. I think it is a pretty standard Pikachu card. I do think the quality of Pikachu itself, like just like how high res that was, I do feel like it's probably like way better quality. Like this is a different like Pikachu V. I just randomly picked one. I like this card. I think it's a pretty standard card. If you're going to want an EX card in this set, then this is probably the one that you're going to want. You know, that's kind of how it is, but I feel like that's pretty easy if you have a Pikachu EX card. So yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. The Terra type, or one of the 2 Terra types, is going to be Slowking, and this is the EX version of that. I think we got a little spoiled with having Arcanine and Gyarados as like the first 2 like Terra type full art cards. Like in my opinion, both the full art of Arcanine and Gyarados were like top 5 cards they get in Scarlet Violet base. And I have the Arcanine myself, so that's actually a beautiful card. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with seeing this. Like Slowking, it's a different type of Pokemon, obviously not as popular as the other ones, but still I think it's a pretty fun one. And I do feel like that hat that he's wearing is actually, or how do you want to call it, a crown that he's wearing, is actually very, very interesting. Or at least it makes for like a very logical Terra type full art, and I think we're going to see the full art later. I think that the Den, I think, is the other one. I imagine the Den is. Oh, it's actually got a little bow tie there. That's actually fun. Is it a bow tie? I'm pretty sure that's a bow tie. Here we have it. It is secret rare time. These are going to be secret rares, and the art, like just seeing this like in your screen, it just blows you away in terms of like all sorts of different types of arts. I don't know if I reacted to this card in that video, but like obviously, fantastic card, probably the best use for an Ice Cube card, in terms of an illustration here that we're gonna see in a very long time. But this is obviously obviously great, and we do have another lineup set. So we have. Oh, that is fantastic. I actually didn't see this one, so it's just Quaxley doing his hair. That's actually fantastic. I actually really like them. And then the next one is that is some sassy vibes if I ever saw it. Just the detail in the front here with like all sorts of like different stuff here. Yeah, that's obviously just great. This is actually such a fantastic card as well. Wow. Oh man. Yeah, I think it's not even one of the most interesting illustration rares, but it's Raichu. So, it's obviously the follow-up of the Pikachu EX. Yeah, as I already said, in terms of the style, it's a lot more simplistic, but like cards like these, and this gives me the Drowsy vibes in Scarlet Violet base. That's great. That's really good. This Magikarp, I remember being very popular. I think is this Clayburst or the other set. I've actually forgot the name of the other set. But yeah, this is obviously also going to be a very, very desirable card and a very popular Pokemon again. So that's actually very, very good. I'm actually realizing how good this set is now, because I did see a couple of cards and I knew it was already very, very good. And I still think, despite all of those cards, that this is probably the best illustration rare out of all of them. Maybe next to the Fuecoco one and obviously a couple other ones, but this might be the most interesting one out of all of them. The Tyranitar, like obviously having like a very, very low angle, looks very, very big, which is obviously great. And I think that those are oh god, what is the fucking Pokemon card? They're like, can we talk about that? How many bird Pokemon are actually there? Like there's so many bird Pokemon. Yeah, they have a lot of cute cards in this one. They're absolutely going the cute way this time, or at least more of the cute way. Okay, full arts. Yeah, okay, we're actually gonna get more Terra types. And no, yeah, we're actually gonna get more Terra. Like, wait, did we have more than 2 in Scarlet Violet? No, I think it was only Arcanine and Gyarados, right? Or am I mistaken? No, I'm pretty sure that's it. So the Den is probably my favorite one out of all the 3. I think the Den is also my favorite Pokemon out of the 3. So we have this one, and then the Slowking here. it depends on how they look when they actually get packed, because obviously there isn't any shine on here. It's just literally a picture. Like, you know, Arcanine and Gyarados also just had a like a certain pose, and that was mainly it. But what made that card interesting was the hollow pattern on it. It really reminded me of like a Japanese type card, in terms of shine. And I think they're obviously moving towards that direction more and more, which is a good thing. And I have absolutely no idea what this Pokemon is. I have absolutely zero idea. Who is this? I have no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna act like I know that. Actually go over to the full art trainers. She obviously had a very, very big, expensive card that was actually, I think it was on eBay already before the Japanese sets came out, and this card sold for like $2,500 or something, around that range. We're gonna look at the card in a bit here, but this is actually very fun full art, like a regular full art trainer as well. It's actually very, very fun. What? Okay, these are special illustration rares right now. So the first one that catches my eye is this one. I actually really, really like this one. I don't understand the composition on this one. Why don't you zoom in more on that Pokemon? I don't know what the name of that Pokemon specifically is. Obviously, it's Fuecoco is the first one, but I'm very bad with that. Please, give me some time. Composition is fine though. Like, it shows like a little bit of the world around you, but I don't like that it's so small, like very far away. But I do like everything that's pretty much around it. Like, you have the car here, you have the person sitting here, the flower store being open. I don't know what that is in the background, like some sort of Pokemon store type thing. I did see this one as well. I'm still on the fence about it. It is a beautiful green environment, but other than that, it's not very interesting, in my opinion. It's a pretty standard special illustration. This could have been an illustration rare as well. This card, on the other hand, is beautiful. I don't know this Pokemon. I have no idea. I'm not going to act like I know who this is, but, the card is beautiful. Beautiful. It's again, this could have been like, that rule definitely applies to the other one, because I think, like, how I see it, how you do these storylines cards with the illustration rare and the special illustration rare good is how I think Gardevoir did it, with obviously Ralts, in the evolution line, because that special illustration rare could have not been an illustration rare. It just looks too good. I think this card, even though I like that line, that entire evolution line, I think it works the best with Quaxley, the first one. I think that's just, it's like a neat little thing, and maybe even the second one after that is actually maybe fine as well, like, just because you see like the finalized part. But what is so interesting about this one that you can't get in the other two? I don't really know. I don't really see they're different, but I do like it. Again, it gives you that actually a feeling that you want to collect those 3 cards. And these are also special illustration. Wow, we have a lot of special illustration rares in this one. There weren't this many illustration rares in Scarlet and Violet with the Pokemon alone, right? Wow, this one, wow, that is just great. Like, these waves here that like create this like hole in the middle where you can see the Pokemon in. That's just, oh, that's fantastic artwork. I actually think it's something that's very, very interesting. I think they absolutely stepped up their game with special illustration rares of the trainer supporter cards. I think they actually did a fantastic job on that. I think this is the first one that I'm seeing here. This person here. Don't expect me to know these names. I have absolutely zero clue. But this trainer here is like mapping out like where it needs to go. Maybe it's on a hunt for a Pokemon. I'm not 100% sure. This card, I think I did see this card already with the Starly in the front. I 100% knew that myself, and I didn't need to look. With like the trainer looking out of the window, cup of tea, I think that is very, very cool. This is obviously the big one. This is the major one. This is the big one. I did react to this, obviously, in my first video. There was no going around. If you even looked at the littlest bit of Pokemon internet, you are going to see this card, or Pokemon card internet, you are going to see this card. And again, I think the other scan actually looked better. This is like a very bad photo of this card, but just like the detail on the card with the Eevee here, and like the Pikachu here, and like the Rotom phone, which makes me very disturbed. Like, can you actually watch like porn on a Rotom phone? I guess that's probably possible. At least you can record, which means that, oh no. Obviously, I think deservative of being one of the biggest cards in the set. This card is equally as good with the Maybe I'm just very bad with Pokemon names. I think that's it. So, you know, it's a Jigglypuff learning how to wash her hands with its trainer, which obviously incredibly cute. Yeah, this genuinely feels like more of a start, of like a kickstart. I think Pokemon knew that when you're going to release Scarlet Violet base set, it's not going to be about that set all the time, and you're kind of like the first week where you're going to be very, very hyped, and then we're mostly going to go back to Sword and Shield products. And I think this time, like after this set releases and it actually becomes a popular set that can stay relevant for a little bit more than 1 or 2 weeks, which, you know, this set absolutely could, then like after that, when we're going to look more at Scarlet and Violet than we're going to do with Sword and Shield, that like border is probably not going to be with the second Scarlet Violet set. It's probably going to be with, you know, like the 4th or 5th one, but at least this feels like a bigger celebration of the start of Scarlet Violet than it did with Scarlet Violet base set. I think mainly just the Pokemon that they chose to put in there. I understand them Miraudon and Groudon are like the big cards, and I understand that, or like the big Pokemon in there, but so are Zacian and Zamazenta, and I don't think anybody like connects those Pokemon with Sword and Shield other than obviously like a Sword and Shield base, and, you know, that UBC that they had in 2020. So, you know, that's fun and all, but I think this set celebrates that a little bit better. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Obviously, if you enjoyed this, you can obviously like this video. If you are a returning viewer or you want to see more stuff, then you can absolutely 100% subscribe to spread this channel out to more people. But I just appreciate you watching in general. Thank you.